I love FNAF, or at least most of the games, I guess. Up until like Security Breach and FNAF AR came out, I didn't think there was like I didn't think there was really a single bad FNAF game. But I don't know. I just figured this is a very old series, and with all the news and stuff, I don't even know where I'm going with that. I just wanted to rank them all in the video. Okay, we're gonna go lowest to highest. We're gonna start with Security Breach. The lore is barely there, and it's really kind of dumb. Like, spoiler alert for Security Breach and FNAF 6 Pizzeria Simulator. Like, William Afton, as well as like all the other spirits, all get like sent into a location or lured into a location to burn alive with everyone else to kind of end the series off as a whole, so that like no one survives and all the souls can rest. I guess I'm assuming that happens, but somehow William's dumbass survives. He first turns into like a computer virus and help wanted, and then of course Vanny, who he just turns into his servant, brings him. It's really stupid because that ending was so good, but no, of course not, because he just comes right back. Okay, anyways, the game was known for being really buggy when it came out and stuff. And yeah, Gregory is just the worst character in the entirety of FNAF. Forget DJ Music Man, the trash gang from Pizzeria Simulator. Why is Gregory's voice so goddamn bad?
I would never do anything to hurt them.
What? All they've done all night is try to hurt me.
I swear. Anyways. FNAF AR Special Delivery. I played it once and I didn't like it. It's just not good. It just really isn't. Scott had a reason to retire, but I wish he would be there, like, at least for quality control, at the very least, because, now his company's just selling out and making the worst ass games. Scott mentioned in his interview to not take, his community for granted and just be like, hey, here's a game, I don't care if you like it or not. But, maybe Scott should reconsider, Steel Wool, because that's kind of what FNAF AR Special Delivery is. Security Breach is different. I understand where they went wrong and that they actually tried to make a good game, even if they didn't exactly succeed. FNAF World, I've never played it. I've never played FNAF World or Security Breach, those being the only two ones. I've seen gameplay, though. It seems like a good game with good jokes here and there and some lore reveals, like Chica's Magic Rainbow is a very funny character, but I think everyone just collectively forgets this game exists most of the time, especially considering, like, people were really pissed off about this game when it was first released, because back when it was first released, like the border worlds, when you're like walking around and not in battle and stuff, were all just like 8-bit, and it was just like an unfinished buggy mess of a game. So yeah, now it's free on GameJolt. At least it's funny because I'm pretty sure it's the only FNAF game besides FNAF AR that's free. Okay, FNAF 3, I think most people just remember this game because of Springtrap and the endings. It is a good game though. I mean, it has lore. Yeah, it has like some of the best lore out of the series, and Scott did try. It is a good game. It is decent. Sister Location. Sister Location used to be one of my favorite games, and it kind of still is. But I have begun to see the flaws in it. I've like kind of watched other people talk about it, and this game is kind of boring at parts, and especially considering Baby's supposed to be like a main focus of the game. I mean, I guess as like shown in the trailer, she's barely there. I mean, I guess it's not that big of an issue, because like a lot of the times when there's like FNAF or Scott Cawthon made trailers, like a bunch of the stuff that's in the trailers isn't in the actual game, or is in the actual game actually, but just isn't there as much as it seems. Like, for example, in FNAF 1, Bonnie runs in the trailer, but he never runs in the trailer. I guess Foxy does, so it's fine. And then it happens in Sister Location and Security Breach with Vanny. I don't know then. I think it's still a really good game, because it's like a very innovative game. Scott didn't really have voice acting in an actual FNAF game until this point. FNAF World's obviously a spin-off. FNAF 4 has more lore than actual gameplay, and it's probably the scariest FNAF game. After FNAF 3 came out, people said they weren't satisfied with the jump scares, which is kind of one of the main reasons Scott made another game, I'm pretty sure. And I'd say he succeeded. I mean, this is probably still the most terrifying FNAF game, and I would say this is probably like one of, if not the hardest FNAF game. I don't even get how the mechanic would work. I don't really remember how it works either. Okay, Help Wanted has so many game modes and decent lore. I mean, I don't think the modern FNAF lore is that good, but it is pretty decent in this game. Malhair or Glitch Trap. I like Glitch Trap more. I'm gonna call him Glitch Trap. Glitch Trap's a really good design. I like the ending where you just get stuffed inside the suit, though I don't know where it's supposed to be on the timeline. Because, like, did they just code that part into the game? Or does William Afton just secretly have, like, a knack for coding or something to code that whole... I don't know how that happens or where it fits into the timeline or if it fits into the timeline at all. But, it's a good ending. The under ending's kind of dumb. Like, you get locked into something, but I don't even know what you get locked into. Alright. FNAF 2, it's not, like, as scary. It's not as scary as FNAF 1, but it still has, like, that signature FNAF nostalgia and, you know, ambience that's scary, even if it's not as prominent. And it still has all the mechanics FNAF 1 has and more, arguably, as well as it is kind of like the first FNAF game to really have lore. I mean, they all have lore, but it's the first FNAF game that kind of suggests that there is any. In the first one, there's obviously stuff, but I think the lore in the first FNAF game is pretty obvious what there is of it anyways. But Pizzeria Simulator. It has some of the funniest moments in the entire series, as well as lots of lore, and, like, the true ending that you get is the best ending in the entirety of FNAF. I don't care. I'm really mad that it gets ruined in Security Breach for all it's worth. The music is great. The voice acting is great. Like the imagery is great. Everything about the ending is just f***ing amazing. Just like, mwah, chef's kiss. And, you know, you've all seen this coming. The first game is the best one. It's the original game. It's really scary, and I say it holds up because yeah, it's original. It has, like, I guess, like, the most nostalgia factor to it, and you know, it has, like, the most shooter potential. It's just all around the best game. It took everyone by surprise. It was like the first of something new. It was something new and innovative. It was something new and innovative at the time for you know, indie horror games in 2014. So yeah, that's my FNAF ranking. You can disagree with me if you want. I don't really care. This list is kind of iffy. I was thinking about changing some things around. But, besides AR and Security Breach, there really isn't a bad FNAF game. Even Security Breach isn't that bad. It's just, I feel like for all the things it gets wrong, it's like it leans more towards bad than it does towards good. But, anyways, goodbye.